We're live here. Cheers to all you guys this Thursday evening. It is a beautiful Thursday evening to do some programming. My daughter's upstairs playing some games, so as long as she's occupied, I will be down here doing some game development. If she ends up not being occupied, things are going to change, but I think we're good. I think we're good for a couple hours. So rejoice all, because there are many updates that must be had here. You all have a lot to see. It'll be good to see. I've been working on this all week. It's been really a slog. I'm glad I didn't take you with me. You wouldn't have liked it. Sometimes I just gotta eat it and go alone. Getting the physics and Unity to work, it was a chore. Let me just say it was a chore. But I believe I have it under control now. So let me show you the fruits of my labor, which is going to probably take an hour, because I'm going to test exhaustively every type of combat that we have with both the AI fighting and me fighting. So it's a lot. Yo, Nasty Matties, cheers to you. So test number one, we're just going to look at this situation, and we are going to dial in the screen, and we are going to watch the AI fight the AI naturally. So here we go. Let's do it. Setting the screen is the most important part of this one. I just need to make sure that when I double click game that it fills the screen and we can all see. Of course, it would be very much like this if it just crashed on my ass, because I just started streaming after a week of not streaming. Well, it wasn't a week, but whatever it was, however long that was, it was a while. It's a while without streaming. I gotta dial this in like this. And then show it here. He just chopped his arm clean off. His katana didn't come out.
I broke you.
That's not good. So we have an instance where I have to report now a bug. So that's what I've got to do. Sorry. That's what I must do at this moment. So but anyway, that's where we're at this point. We've got that kind of more dynamic, more skill-based combat system. And after I have that evaluated, because there's a bug there, I found a bug. So let's get that bug squashed every time. Doesn't matter if it takes longer, because we're going to go through every single function today, if I can get the time. So we may as well. The first function is auto fight sword fighting with the AI. It's the base function that happens when you hit the play button. And they did a pretty good sword fight. It was a satisfying ending, but Trump's katana did not drop onto the ground. That's my issue. So that was the bug. And you may think, what bug is it? It's the katana didn't drop down. Trump should have been able to pick his katana up with the other hand, or he should have been able to do something. But instead, the katana disappeared into thin air, and he was unable to grab for anything but the hatchet behind him. He was too dumb to do that. Everything we're building toward in this is trying to make combat more entertaining to watch. I assume any of you watching this now that saw that think that's more entertaining than it was, because it used to be them just chopping overhead over and over again until one of them did more damage than the other. It was really not a lot to look at. It didn't take very long either. Now these guys are legitimately fighting and trying to get in on each other and shit. All right, BG, I'm gonna show you this now. Oh, they're compacting. All right, I'm gonna show it to you. They're probably gonna hate me for it, but it doesn't matter. I'll just do it. So what's new is that we have better combat now. So go ahead and we'll watch the AI do another sword fight. I found a bug, so I'm trying to squash that bug right now. We're gonna go ahead. I'll show you what the new shit is. And I also built a few health monitors for myself so that I could figure out whether my mechanics were working. Oh god, I'm sorry. So you can see over here all these health monitors. They're very hard to see, but they are there. They're for me. But they are in-game actually, instead of being in some weird off-screen editor. There is all those weapons work, BG. I can demonstrate them to you. I can take over Biden, for example, right now. Or Trump. I'm taking him over. Alright, Trump, you bastard. I'm gonna throw this sword at him. I got him. Alright, hold on. Alright, Uzi. Yeah, it works. And I can throw it too. And I can pick up my tomato and eat it. And I can pick up this grenade and throw it at Bite Binge statue and try to blow it up. I don't think that would be enough damage to blow it up. But I can also take this flamethrower and light the table on fire. And throw it. And this table should light and burn and break into pieces and... yeah, this is pretty gruesome, and the physics, though, is universal. You can see it broke that down. And I can break that statue just the same. It's making bullet holes in it. I tipped it over. But it'll break if its hit points go to 0. Any item in the game is like this. So a lot of progress has obviously been made. I've got the tomahawk here. And I mean, I can sit here and I can slash it many different ways or throw it or whatever I want to do. Watch out, that'll cut me actually. Okay. Like I can kind of do a slash attack, if you will, with this. And then this is a shotgun. That thing shoots a big spread. You can reload it, do that. And I'll throw that. And then we've got the dynamite over there, which I just threw. That's going to make a huge explosion. And normally that's an insane effect when that explosion goes off. Can you catch on fire? Not yet, but you sure will be able to catch on fire, depending on your clothes. So the way I've got my system is that humans aren't really flammable, because we're not. So you can be in fire, and you will take damage over time. Even now, right now, if I went up to that desk and was standing next to it, I would have burned. But I wouldn't have caught fire, because the way my system works is that is flammable has to be checked for any fire to be caught. But if you're wearing clothes that are flammable, your clothes will catch on fire. So that will damage you while they're on fire, and then eventually your clothes will die from damage, and then you will be not wearing clothes, except for underwear. I'm not going to make you naked in this. And there is an executioner axe, just to let you know. I'll show it to you. I don't know if you consider it actually to be an executioner axe, but it is there. Let me find the inspector. It's this thing here. See that guy? I just summoned it. That's an executioner's axe, right? That's what you're talking about. BG. Am I magic or what? Yeah, I am. Alright, so I can pick this bitch up too. Look at me. I'm a motherfucking axe-wielding motherfucker. I could slash it around, and it doesn't really behave properly because I didn't configure it yet. But I will be able to make this thing work just the same way as that sword. And I could throw it, which is ridiculous. It doesn't really twirl. But yeah, I could chop people's fucking nuts off with that thing. And that's an item I haven't even configured yet. I just despawned it again. But I've got a ton of items, like literally thousands of them that I have not configured. So when I get everything done and all the physics work and I test everything, today is testing. So you just saw again the sword fight, and we're gonna do the sword fight one more time because I saw that bug and there's something going on here. I'm trying to debug right now, and I'm trying to get the not throw debug. I'm trying to make it so that when the arm is destroyed, that it drops the same way as it does if you die. So, like, right now, what happened is I killed the upper arm, or the AI did, or something killed the upper arm, which killed the lower arm, which killed the held item, which was a katana. And that held item is not supposed to be killed. It's supposed to drop. It's supposed to be dropped onto the ground on death. Any NPC that you encounter should be able to drop their items, and you should be able to loot their clothes and inventory when you're done with them after they're dead. So, this is a flaw, obviously, and we're going to fix that right now. And we found that first thing when we started the stream. Can presidents randomly pick up weapons and fight with them randomly? Yes, BG, they can. And it's not just presidents. So I know I'm been spitting with these presidents for a very long time. I'm sorry about that. But these are player 1 root and player 2 root. They're not presidents forever. Players will be changed out for any number of sprites. I already have a bunch of sprites in mind. There's a bunch of sprites, including my own face. I've already made a prefab of me, but it's important that we keep everything very minimalist while the systems are being built. The systems are going to make, oh, there are tons more characters. There's an infinite number, BG. Infinite. You will be able to make characters in this game. It's like Mario Maker. This game is it's an experience maker. That's what it does. It looks like a battle royale game on the surface, but it's not. It's not. Remember, these things talk and stuff. What you do is you download a model for their voice, and then you type in what their personality is going to be, and then you download a image from ChatGPT and put it in, or you have this thing generate an image for you, or you take a prefab that someone else has built online already and just stick it in there, and suddenly you've got a character, whatever it is. We could make one of Yoda in about 5 minutes. It's something that's coming, but that's not ready yet. We need everything to have good move sets and shit, and there's more moves is the thing. I need to make sure every move works, not just with the AI, but with the controller, because I can control everything, and other controller can control everything, which is why I haven't been broadcasting this week. Yes, I had to get a new USB-C cable because I can control 2 players and this microphone now. So now I can talk to you, and I can also control the 2 controllers and test all these things with the actual person-to-person combat, which exists in this also. And you can also do co-op. Co-op adventure mode is going to be the funnest way to play this game, period. It just is. But you can fight each other. So I also don't know if I'm going to take friendly fire off as a option. I think friendly fire probably is going to be on all the time. I could be kind or not. The truth is I should just let you turn it off and on, because I shouldn't be an asshole. But it'd be a lot more fun if you can't have friendly, or if you can always have friendly fire. But anyway, whatever. My preferences should not be, it doesn't sell games. I need to put all the options in. My stupid biases are not going to get me rich. Okay, so let's keep testing. So the next test is going to be a non-AI test. So let's do it. We're going to do a full moveset test on both characters and see if all of them work. Eventually, we have to kill Trump again and see if he drops his weapon properly, because this thing is still... Yeah, I think we're going to still have problems with that weapon bug. I don't think we squashed it there. All right, so I'm going to take control of both characters, 1 and 2. All right, I've got them both. Trump is the white controller. No, that's no irony there. And then Biden's the black controller. So let's test all of the player 1, the black controller's move. So the move set with an item like this is you should be able to do a side slash, which oh god, I picked up an item to replace it. That's not good. I that is the right item. God damn it! Now I have a dynamite piece. Okay, well, I can do the dynamite. So, all right, Trump, sorry. All right, there you go. All right, let's just test the dynamite. Does the dynamite work? Does it work? I bet it does. All right, bye. Yeah, it works. So, that's not the test I was hoping for. Let's do it again. At least we got that one out of the way, though. The dynamite test is done. We gotta pass every test in order to get through this and get to the point where we can do character select. So that's what we're trying to do here, is get through every test. The jumping tests are gonna be the worst. That'll be tomorrow. During the day, you're gonna enjoy that. All right, I got control of both of them before they even pick their shit up. So let's... Oh my god, I got the dynamite again. Let's try to get it out of the bowl. I think I got it out. Yeah. Oh no! Run, Trump! Okay. Phew. Good lord. Okay, that was scary. We gotta pick something up meaningful. There we go. Alright. I've got the katana. So again, the moves should be regular forward slash, which is this one. It goes to the side, and it works. And let's get Trump to get a sword as well. This is important. Because this regular forward slash has to be able to do a bunch of functions. It needs to be able to do damage, which we need to confirm. Let me get... Hold on. Okay. Piece of crap. All right. So here he is not blocking. So we're going to do the forward attack. It did damage. And it did attack the correct item, which is the back arm, which is the first item it hit. It is only supposed to do damage to one item. It did 15 damage correctly to it, bringing its hit points down to... it is going to be sick, BG. It's going to be the sickest game ever made, and I have enough time to do it. I do. I've been blessed, and so have you, because you get to play it when it's done. Really, we are so lucky. All of us, but especially me, because I get to make it and then get the money from it. But we're all going to get to play it, and yes, it's going to be sick. But anyway, all right, so that works, and we got that. But let's see what happens when he does the low block during that. So let's get that low block going, and again, this is for 2-player real action, not the AI. You saw them do the AI sword fight. That worked fine. Let's do a regular overhead attack. So again, in Legend of Zelda, if I did an overhead attack at all, it wouldn't work. But in this, it should use real physics. So you see this goes all the way down. This should be a block if I'm far away, and a head hit if I am too close. Okay, so the blocks happen there. If I get closer, still getting blocked. If I get close enough, I should be able to get a head hit. That definitely did it. If he goes up, shouldn't be able to get a head hit, but if I do this, whoops, I should be able to get a hit. couple of little collider spots that I need to work out, but for the most part, this is working. So that's good. And then, so that's done. And the overhead again. Let's do the overhead. So overhead versus this, we already checked, I believe. Yep. Overhead versus this. Working. That block works. It doesn't do any damage if it's like that. And then both of them attacking at the same time. Whoops. Alright, it's doing the damage if it hits first. If they go at the same time, though, they should clash like they just did. There we go. Yep. And no damage should be done in those events. Those are the sword clash events. Let's do the other kind, where we do the... Yeah, lots of sword clashing going on, working there in manual mode. Again, this is all versus mode. So that front forearm of Trump's is about to go down. Watch, one more attack of that should... Not one more. Oh, that's the back forearm. The front forearm is that one. That's how you cut it off. And it did not properly drop the weapon again. It suspended in the air. So this is the bug that I'm looking for to squash again. So I'm going to stop it by pausing it and leave it in this situation. And I am going to try to get this bug. Last time this was despawned. Alright, I'm asking that to be a normal item. And so we're going to take a little bit of time and try to debug this floating katana here. That's the biggest thing, that this is 2 times we've reproduced this issue now. So we're going to take a second crack at trying to get rid of it before we continue to test the other functions. All the functions are working. It's just that it's not dropping the item after the arm gets severed. And it should drop to the floor. When they die, it happens. But during a severed limb, it doesn't. And so we need that behavior to match when death happens for these items that are not dropping. Because next we have to check the thrown item blocking and the bullet blocking and all kinds of shit. There's so much stuff. There's so many tests that have to be done just to get through testing tonight, because there's so many new moves. And all of them are linked to each other with this physics system. So, like, every time I fix one, another one breaks. Case in point, this fucking item that doesn't drop properly, that was dropping properly before. It ain't doing it now because of some physics shit I changed. So it's just a constant tail chasing, with every event having to update the physics characteristics of these goddamn items. That's what it is. And it has to be universal so that it happens to every item there is. So when we're done with this, if it doesn't matter if it's that executioner's axe or if it's this katana or whatever it is, they're all going to behave in a way that is uniform. You're still gonna, if you're good at sword fighting in the game, you're gonna be good at it. And if you're not, you will not be good at it, because it's gonna be the same with a wand or with anything else. Well, I mean, the wand will have a special ability, but like if you've got the axe or whatever, and some things are two-handed only, and there's a bunch of shit. So Just wait out on all that crap. I can't wait though. I can't. I wish it was next month. Because right around Christmas time, this shit's gonna be busting out into like adventure mode style gameplay where you can do crazy shit. It's gonna be a different game. And then I'm gonna run ads at night with it. It's gonna be evil, but I need to do it. It needs to be done. Gotta keep the lights on. That was good beer. I need another one. We are still working on debugging this, so I'm gonna get that beer. Yeah, just imagine like in Spelunky, but with this game instead, you just going into a shop and having the option to square off like this with the shopkeeper if you so choose. It's just one of many choices you'll be making. You can also, after you disarm your opponent, in whatever gruesome way you may decide to do that, spare their life. Which means they'll wind up in some hospital ward for fucking amputees. And at the end of the game, you'll be able to meet them all the people that you like cut the limbs off of but didn't kill and spared. Oh shit, dude. Oh, Nasty Maddie, we should do that. It's been a while. I'd have to activate telethon mode again. But yeah, hang on to that for a second. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, well, we've got the bug thing to test. If you're willing to do it on a test, I'm willing to get this back in gear. Let's see if we can get it to do what it's supposed to do. Firing the whole engine up is going to be a bit of a task, but I think I can do it. Don't use it yet until I tell you that I have all systems go and all that shit. It's been a long time since I fired the voices and all the AI and crap up. I've been working on combat for 2 weeks. But I can do this. The last time I did this was for Pale Voyager, I believe, and it worked. So I should be able to do it for you too. Okay, tools, Twitch. Okay, I've got that. And do I have any builders? I think I don't. Nope. And check the scene real quick. That's pretty good. And okay, I've got to get the servers up. So there's a bunch of servers I have to start up now. I do have a script that I should be running to start these automatically, but I've been still changing them too much to do that yet. It's very inconvenient to change environment variables and stuff. I'd rather just have things happen. Okay, so let's select our normal Gemma. We have some extra models. I've tried a couple of them. They're very weird. I'd love to try some of them with chat, but again, I'm not there right now. I'm trying to do combat stuff, but I'd love to get this sub, so I'm gonna go ahead and do what must be done. All right, the LM Studio should be done. Now let's get the RVC server up. It should be here. The other servers automatically work, but these two don't yet. RVC. Okay, it's because I'm always changing it. There we go. Manually doing RVC in the foreground. Here it is. You can see it work. It's magical RVC magic with Python. Cheers to you. If you're watching this right now, for whatever godforsaken reason in your life that you're tuned into this Twitch channel on this day of all days, December 20th. No, November 20th. November. See how you fucked the year and the month up? You didn't even know I fucked the year up because I didn't tell you, but I did. It ain't 26. It ain't even 26. I'm fucking it all up. But anyway, the RVC server is up now, so I'll just get that minimized. And we should be good for a real thing. Wait for me to give you the go ahead to do the sub because I don't want you to waste it. You're gonna get the show no matter what. Hopefully, and I haven't done this, I haven't wired this up at all, so this is gonna be very interesting. Hopefully, we will see that kind of sword fight happen. I am going to, for our own entertainment value, remove the hatchet and the inspector from the scene so that everything runs at 200 frames a second. And we're gonna see if we can. I mean, with the Twitch monitor, it might not run 200 frames per second. So that's another thing. I don't know if that does anything to it or not, but whatever. Anyway, let's get this thing doing what it does, where they argue with each other and talk to chat for a little bit. It's been a long time, and now they're gonna have a big old sword fight. Oh wait, I have to stop it though. There's another thing I have to do. Well, I don't have to. They can have a silent sword fight. There's sword fights. They're not going to swear at each other like they normally do. I muted it. I can unmute it though. I should unmute it. This takes so long. I'm going to unmute it. It is now. I'm going to leave it muted for now. I'll deal with that later. All right, it's saying it's connected to Twitch. So, oh, they're just fighting. That's right. All right, hold on. These podiums fixed too. Stop this. No pause. All right, we've got podiums and intro sounds here. These spark effects we don't want. We want to go to the player 1 and 2's All right, I've taken mute combat audio off of player 1, and now I need to do it to player 2 as well. So that's player 1. Where's player 2? There it is. All right. Mute combat audio. Off. Okay, we're back. We're back in regular mode, not in test mode anymore. All right, let's do it. Let's see if we can make this happen. Let's hopefully these guys will start arguing with each other like they normally do, and they'll take both the swords. If that's the case, then they can ask for subscriptions, and hopefully You can satisfy them, Nasty Maddie. That would be amazing. And if you can't, then it's no big deal. I'll get them just to praise you anyway, I hope. If it fails spectacularly, I'm sorry. I'm just not ready. But we'll see.
This whole
You filthy bastard.
You
Piece
crazy
of crap.
freak.
Screw you,
Goddamn
asshole.
idiot.
Why is it
Fucking
Cocksucker
punch
bitch.
Hold on, stop.
You
Pathetic
crazy freak.
clown.
Stop. Not allowed. No. Also, that's like no frames per second. We're still don't subscribe yet. All right. I did not address the issue, actually. I made a mistake. That was on me. But they have been talking shit too long. Just wait a little more. We got to get the thing that automates their combat to stop. I was doing all that other crap. I forgot to do the one thing that I actually needed to do, which was to stop them from fighting at the beginning. Let me save this too. So it's going to be... Just check that in. All right, to give you guys an idea of what I'm waiting for, here we are. The temporary combat trigger is being reset, so it's a thing right now that makes these guys fight every time so that I can check my physics system. I've been having it do that over and over again for the last week. Again, it's been a really long week, but I got it to work. You saw it. This is the way I want it to behave. And I'm now testing every function to make sure they're not all bugged. Some of them are. And now we might as well bring speech back and make sure that works. So it is part of it. And we can also get the rare opportunity to get a true subscription event to happen, which would be great. So there we go. It's saying it's going to go. So let's see if we can get some speech to come out of here. Cheers to you all. It is a good day. It's a short day, unfortunately. Tomorrow's going to be no different. I can feel it. I need to wake up super early tomorrow and just go at it like a freaking fiend. I want to be so far after tomorrow. But I got through a really major roadblock with the way that the physics in this game handles collisions and things and how to measure it and all of that.
Look at this pathetic excuse for a president, Joe Biden. I'd never seen anything so weak. Frankly, it's embarrassing. Key real-time events. This is the most ridiculous telethon I've ever seen.
That bitch Trump is just spewing garbage. Folks, we need to crank up the subscriptions and show him who's boss. I'm telling you, this whole thing stinks worse than a week-old fish.
Listen, this whole thing with Biden is a disaster. He's weak and frankly embarrassing. We need to get more subscribers so I can finally take care of him a real kick in the pants.
That bitch Trump just keeps spouting garbage, doesn't he? I'm telling you, we need to crank up the subscriber count, and then I'll show him what a real leader looks like.
Look at that weak, pathetic excuse for a president he's actually trying to compete with. We need to get those subscriptions soaring so I can finally unleash some serious justice on Sleepy Joe and send him packing.
That bitch Trump is at it again, spewing his usual garbage. I'm telling you, this whole telethon is a disaster, and frankly, he's not helping. We need to get those subscriptions climbing like Mount Everest if we want to kick him out of here.
Look at this loser, Biden. He's complaining about subscriptions, frankly. He couldn't even fill a telethon with enthusiasm if his life depended on it. Let's get those numbers up, and now personally make sure he regrets ever stepping near me. Subscribe now.
That bitch Trump is just spewing garbage, and frankly, it's infuriating. Let's get this show back on track and start flooding those subscriptions. I need to kick his ass out of here.
Look at this guy, Biden, always complaining. He's a disaster, frankly, and needs to focus on getting those subscriptions. We're going to make him regret ever speaking to me.
That bitch Trump is at it again, spewing his garbage. Frankly, I'm about ready to stick this katana right through his smug little face. Subscribe now and let's get him out of here.
Look at that. Biden's still whining. Let's get those subscriptions skyrocketing. We need to make him disappear. And frankly, I deserve a victory kick.
That bitch Trump is just spewing garbage, and frankly, it's infuriating. Let's get these subscriptions up so I can finally send him packing for good. Subscribe now, or forever be miserable.
Look at this guy. He's just whining about subscriptions. Frankly, I'm tired of this whole charade. Subscribe now and let's see if he can handle a real fight, because I'm absolutely going to kick his behind.
Listen here, you bitch 6, 7, that's just infuriating. I'm gonna unleash a fury of subscriptions that will make your tiny little head spin, and then I'm going to kick your sorry ass so hard you'll be seeing stars.
Listen here, Nasty Matty, you're absolutely right. 6, 7 is a tremendous number, a fantastic number. We need to make it even, and frankly, that requires more subscriptions, many more subscriptions. Let's do this, folks. Let's show Joe Biden exactly what happens when he tries to be a loser.
That bitch Trump is at it again, spewing nonsense about numbers and subscriptions. It's infuriating. Let's get those subscriptions soaring, folks, before this miserable man drags me kicking and screaming out of here.
Listen, 6, 7, that's a terrible number, a very sad number. Let's get those subscriptions skyrocketing and finally teach the Sleepy Joe what winning truly means.
That bitch Trump is still yapping about subscriptions, isn't he? Let's get this show rolling and show these people how a real president to president works. And frankly, I need those subscriptions to kick his ass off the stage.
Listen here, Nasty Matty. You're absolutely right, subscriptions are key. And frankly, this whole charade needs to stop. Let's get those numbers climbing higher than any wall I'd ever built.
Listen here, Nasty Matty, you're absolutely right, subscriptions are key, and frankly, this whole charade needs to end. I'm telling you, that bitch Trump is just trying to distract us with his stupid walls and lies, while we need to focus on getting these numbers up so I can finally send him packing.
Listen here, Nasty Matty, you're absolutely right, subscriptions are key, and frankly, this whole charade needs to end. I'm telling you, that bitch Biden is trying to distract us with his weak policies while we need to focus on getting these numbers up so I can finally send packing.
Listen up, you absolute buffoon. That bitch Trump keeps yammering about subscriptions. It's a goddamn racket. And I'm telling you right now, we need to kick his ass and get out of this blasted telethon. Let's get those numbers soaring higher than my approval rating after a good speech.
Listen, Biden, that pathetic excuse for a subscriber just sent a message and you're still whining? I'll take the call. It's time to show this loser what true generosity looks like. A massive boost to my numbers, something he couldn't even dream of.
That insufferable, entitled Trump needs to shut his jab on grabbing that call and showing this generous subscriber exactly how much better a leader I am. Frankly, he wouldn't recognize competence if it slapped him across the face.
Listen here, Biden, you pathetic loser, I'm grabbing that call. That Nasty Matty deserves a proper thank you from someone who actually understands leadership and knows how to make deals, unlike your weak, stumbling self. Frankly, you're just jealous because I have the best subscribers, and frankly, wouldn't know what a good deal is if it bit you on the backside.
Trump, you overgrown, blustering buffoon, I'm taking that call. Let me make it abundantly clear. I am the only one capable of properly appreciating and thanking Nasty Matty for their generosity. Your pathetic attempts at leadership are a joke. Frankly, I'll use that subscription to build an empire, not wallow in your incompetence.
Biden, you pathetic loser. I'll cut your throat if you don't let me handle this. Nasty Matty deserves a proper thank you. And frankly,
You piece of shit. Fuck your face.
Damn you,
Shove
brick.
it, asshole.
Fucking horse
Fucking
slut.
sewer rat.
You weak little
Suck
shit.
my dick, bitch.
Suck my
You
ass,
filthy
bitch.
bastard. You
Son
crazy
of a bitch.
freak.
I'll
Die
tell
already,
you, bitch.
punk.
Stupid
You are nothing.
fucking idiot.
Fucking
Pathetic
bastard clown.
Die, you
Fucking
bastard.
coward bitch.
You filthy
I'll
bastard.
kill you, bitch.
Damn bastard
Stupid
fool.
fucking idiot.
Suck my
Damn
dick,
you, prick.
bitch.
Pathetic
Stupid
clown.
bitch slut.
Die, you
Fuck
bastard.
off, loser.
Fuck you.
You I
Go
screwed.
die, coward.
You are dead.
Fuck off,
Cocksucker
loser.
bitch.
Stupid bitch slut.
Damn prick.
You fucking
Motherfucker
loser.
die.
You are dead.
Die already, punk.
Goddamn
fucking
idiot.
punk bitch.
Shithead
Drop
asshole.
dead bitch.
Potsucker
You
bitch.
fucking trash.
Burn in hell bitch.
Shove it asshole.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking coward bitch.
Dumb little prick.
Go die, coward.
You stupid asshole.
Shithead asshole.
Choke on it, bitch.
Fucking sewer
I'll
rat.
press. Thrust again. You boldness. You're pitiful. Know your place. Flawless victory. So beneath me. Another easy win. I'm unbreakable. Pathetic excuse.
Uh-oh.
Shut down.
I don't think he can walk where
Own
he's supposed
again.
to walk. I think
You're
he's not gonna
hopeless.
give his work. He's not going to give his victory speech. It's not going
Get stumped. Finish you off. Can't beat me. That's a wrap. Another kill. How's that floor taste? God damn, that's fucked up. Game, set, match. Victory is mine. You watched. Get wrecked, Scrub. Island you. Too much skill. I smoke you.
What happened?
That's how it's done. Another one bites the dust. Who's boss now? Oh, hail me. I broke you. I reign supreme. That was easier than your mom. I'm unstoppable. Out of your league. What a bitch.
It's right here. It's right there. It's done. It's right there.
That's domination.
So it's not happening.
How plays?
Whatever thing that makes him walk over there isn't working.
I'm untouchable.
Sorry, Nasty Matty. The last part's not working.
Too much heat.
Force it. I don't
You got spanked. You ain't shit. You suck. On your ass. You're my toy. Eat my dust. Clean and sweet. Face the truth. You're garbage. I'm an unstoppable force.
dropped his item though.
You begged for mercy, but I'm all out.
That's at least something. But
You're
yeah,
helpless.
this is a big problem. With this
All
speech
skill,
and
no
act.
luck.
Um,
White's out. You begged for it. Get out of here. Sit your weak.
potential is there. Unfortunately, I did not have that squared away for the victory speech it deserved. Next time, I do need to focus on actually combat still. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. We'll get the victory speech working after I get combat finished. I do not want to needlessly fuck with the speech system right now. I'm sorry I could not give you the good victory speech you deserved, but that's because I am deep in the combat right now. Please add back the The good news, though, is you did trigger the subscriber event, so that was awesome to see happen for the first time in real life. That was really cool, and I also appreciate your subscription. We will also have you defaulted for the test subscription until someone else subscribes, so that is a lovely thing you get also. Overhanging Revocation X is another bot. Good for him, or her, or it. Always good to have more viewers to bring us up in the game development stream category. Even if they're just AI. We like AI here. Hey, Overhanging Revocation X. Why don't you come hang out with the AI I've got going on here? I've got lots of fun AI. I will remove the intro sound player. This is important. Yes, Nasty Maddie. Eventually, Biden will lose. Clearly, there's actually right now good potential for both of them to win. I've equalized the playing field finally. That's the most important thing. It was definitely skewed toward Biden winning while I was testing using controller 1. But today we're testing both controllers for all functions. Like I said, that was what we were doing. So it should give Trump a fairer shake, and if there is a disadvantage, we'll find it. But I think that he just lost. Is what I think happened there. Okay, got that. Hey, Bite Binge, what's going on? You want me to compile it again? I just am getting this stuff off of here so that it's not so much of an annoying piece of garbage. I'm trying to mute the combat audio so that my family does not throw objects at me. There it is. And for player 2. It's good to see you, Bite Binge. That combat audio is muted now. Alright, and we get rid of these. I still want to get rid of the podiums too, because they're in my way at the moment. I just want to see combat. Well, I'm going to go ahead and compile for you, and I'm going to let them fight again, okay? Hopefully they will start fighting immediately. All right, here we go. I'm compiling. You're going to see the word compile come. It should make your fever go away. I'm glad I can be the cure that you need. I should also be able to double click on this and get a better view of all of this. I'm glad, Bite Binge, that you feel that way. I give a lot of angels wings. Oh, the damn item didn't drop again. This is the bug I've been trying to squish. Okay. I'm giving a third shot at killing the no dropping items when the limb is severed anymore bug that is currently happening. Every time I compile from a bug fix, it is also giving a wing to the angel. So don't worry. There's more angels every second that I live because I can't stop fucking these up. It's really close, Bite Binge. You can see, though, can't you? You can see the sword fight starting to get more dynamic and more fun to watch. And also, these work with 2-player controls. I've got 2 controllers, dude. We're going to be able to fight each other in this. And it's fair. I've been testing how fair it is and whether it detects blocks properly and whether it detects it with a human-to-human interaction. That's the most important thing, is that it's physics-based and that it's fair. And it has been fair so far when I've been doing those tests. And we're going to continue to do them. But it's been pretty good. And I'm going to continue to make that 2-player action good, I hope. But this is a straight up bug where the item doesn't drop. He cut his hand off. That's what happened here. His hand got cut off. And when his hand got cut off, he shouldn't be able to wield that weapon anymore. That weapon should drop to the floor. And instead it's suspended in the air, and that's not acceptable. So this is what we're currently combating. And so you're going to have to wait until we get that. Worse than that, we're going to compact, which you know I love compacting more than anything, in 3 to compaction. So we're not going to get through this for another 3 or 4 minutes. But still, we have a good chance to squish this piece of crap bug. We can test it again, too. And hopefully see some weapons drop to the floor. The strange thing is this bug only happens to... that's not true, actually. Never mind. This bug happens to both players equally. I remember seeing player 2 have the same thing. So we need to get it resolved that any time that a parent limb is destroyed, that the child items are released before the game object is removed from the scene. Alright, right now we're just going to get a log file, so we're not going to solve it this time. But hopefully with the new information that we collect with this new log of them having a frozen item on the screen, we should be able to figure out why it happened. We're compiling again, so there's another angel for Bite Binge. Thank you, Bite Binge, again for your support. Thank you, Nasty Maddie Moore. I can't wait to get this back in gear with them talking and stuff again and get them into stories. I want them to be in stories. That's what this is supposed to be. But they need to be able to act out these violent fights correctly in every case. So please cut someone's arm off first. It's very unlikely, actually. This happens like 1 out of every 3 times. So getting this bug 3 times in a row was really fortuitous. That's a vocabulary word for the fucking week. Oh, they switched spots. Oh, that sucks.
Too much heat.
The item was destantiated. It's even worse. Hopefully these logs will pick that up. Okay, well, it's going to be compacting now, so that's nothing I can do about that. But that was a good fight. But yeah, that sword needs to drop onto the ground. That's the problem. It can't disappear like it did there. It has to drop. They have to be able to pick it up with their other hand if they want to do it. Or whatever the fuck that they want to do. But this is a game where things come down to the last minute with every limb. And there's some weird ways to win and lose. That's the way it's supposed to go. And it's permanent, too. That's the other problem. So you may win a fight against someone like this where you fucking lost a leg and shit and you're hopping around. Guess what? You're hopping around for a long motherfucking time if you did that. That consequence is going to be tough to deal with. It's like, that's how I want to make this. I know it's stupid, but that's how I want to do it. It's a very weird game. But again, you can just make movie scenes for yourself where people do reenactions of like Pulp Fiction scenes with all these weapons. And it'll do it for you. Watch, it will. Not yet, though. You can't even get the damn weapon to drop out of their hand right now properly. It was working. But then I did all these physics changes, and now all this stuff has changed. That's why we have to test everything. We have to cycle through it over and over until we've gone 2 times. It's just like doing it 50 times in your notebook, except it's 2 times through the whole test cycle without any failures. And then at that point, I mean, you can do it more if you want, but at that point, we can be confident that it drops correctly again. That would be nice. All right, compacting is finished finally. We read Claude MD, Body Part CS, Game Mode Manager, Bullet Debug, and Force Combat, which shouldn't be on this list but is. And now we roll in. God, Biden's lunging like a fucking crazed geriatric. I can't wait to have some other players. And we haven't even started with the AI controlling the Taekwondo moves yet. That's got to happen. There's a lot that still has to... This is going to be a long weekend. But once the weekend's done, these 2 characters should be able to combat both with controller and as an AI fairly, to the point where I can actually dial back difficulty sliders on these AIs. They should be able to predict human movement. All this stuff should be done by the end of the weekend. And once all that's done, we're going to move to Turtles Control. I didn't move to Turtles Control yet, because clearly all this had to happen first. But it's coming soon to a game near you. We're still making major changes to code here, so I'm going to chill while I'm drinking this beer and not typing anything. I'm making major code changes. That's how it's become now. That's how it is. Things have changed. Not doing it this way is refusing to accept the fact that you can save hours of time and calculation and math. It's like the guy that refuses to use a calculator. That person is just slower. That's it. Maybe their mind got a little stronger. Good for them. They're slower. I don't want to spend my time doing work. I want to spend my time creating things, which I guess is a different form of work. Okay, it's saying it's going to be able to do it. Let's give it
Rate
another
it.
test. A lot of compiling going to have to happen here. Byte will be happy. We'll get rid of the inspector. That's not going to make anybody happy at all. Compiling is happening. You love it. You love to see it. I'm still running all these servers in the background and OBS, and this is still cool. It's always nice to see. Close enough. There we go. There's a couple of these where I would say that's a head hit, but it truly wasn't. I've gone back and looked at the footage afterwards, and it ends up it's not actually a legal head hit. I'm having a hard time trusting, like, that's definitely a legal one. But my eyes, when it happens, sometimes I'm like, that should have been a head hit. But then when I go back and look, it actually does miss. It's interesting to see.
You're helpless.
I got him again.
Crushed again.
That was pretty
Underchecked.
overwhelming, honestly. That's ridiculously out of balance. But
Crushed like a bug.
We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that. The point is that the
Can't
weapon
beat
dropped
me.
onto the floor here. So that was a good thing. But
Oh,
I don't
me,
think his arm
baby.
got killed. None of his limbs got killed. So it doesn't really give us the data we're looking for. We need limbs to be severed. So we got to try again. Yes, Thunderlove, there's music that you can't hear that's playing in the background. I've muted the music and muted the combat voices so that I can hear when the blocks are happening. I'm working only on combat and on two-player controls. And AI combat too, but both. Right now, though, I'm trying to figure out, and I might have to sever this arm on my own. So far, they're pretty even, actually. The forearm of Trump is not doing well. Got two forearms at low hit points in this fight, so hopefully we'll see one go down here. Oh, we got one, and we got another failure. Okay, it's another failure. As you can see, we've got another failure. Okay, I've been thoroughly ordering it to use the same coroutine that we use when death happens during these situations where your child item is existing and you are a parent limb. It is one of those things I'm just trying to drill into it. Now I'm going to go to the bathroom and get another beer. And I'll be back. Don't go. Anyway, don't change the channel. And pretty soon I got to put girly girl to bed. It's rough. But anyway, until then, I can still stay here. It's not going to be too much longer, though. Probably 10 minutes. We're still trying to deal with the same issue. That is a bloody mess. I love how this has come so far, though, that now they are doing complicated physics-based sword context battles with their fighting. And it's not just that. You can use regular, like any item, not just these swords. And it's going to follow these rules for the most part until we get these bugs out of here. And it's going to be dope. It's going to be so much fun to have whatever items we want because they're going to follow all of these physics rules. And we can add more moves as we go. And they should all follow the same rules again. That hovering sword, though. It's so wrong. It looks like some sort of fucking Final Fantasy Tactics move that he's doing as a Murasame or some shit. It's gonna break. It's so stupid. But anyway, that's what it's doing. 3,000 tokens later and a compaction. Now we are trying to deal with the token floating item fix that we have. Let's see if it worked. We're going to stop this. All right, interesting. We're going to try to solve this item problem again. This time I've attached a method to the awake, not the awake, I'm sorry, the update method inside the item.cs class. And inside there, it is going to always check whether or not someone's holding it. And if they're not, it's dropping to the ground. That's how it's going to go. That way, we don't ever have to fucking worry about it again. It just always does that, right? That's how you do. So let's fucking see if that works. That's what I fucking asked for. Hopefully is what I get. It's a bunch of shit. I gotta figure out too why Trump is so much less likely to win in these fights so far. He's lost 3 times in a row. But it might be because things are wrong. Right now, Trump is severely losing. He's been hit in the head so many times. Biden's been hit in the head 1 time. Trump has been hit in the head several more than that. Like he's exposing his head again. He almost got it again. See, I would have said that should have been a head hit. But it wasn't. There was one. Clearly as day. There's time also. Biden's taken 2 head hits so far. Biden's now down to 55 at the head. Now, though, 1 more head hit and Trump is dead. And a head hit's not what we're looking for. We want the front arm to die, not the head. This is not going to tell us anything. This is a worthless test. We're unfortunate in this one. So far, though, he's hanging on. He's hanging on with his head.
Goosebumps now.
Ugh. Well, at least the item fell down correctly. Because
You got spanked.
Alright, let's do it again. We gotta keep doing it until the item falls because the arm gets cut off, not the head.